I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. This is Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a Ford Sugar Ray.
This bout,
and this one has all of those. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Clean left jab. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Tried to score with the uppercut. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll aim. Did you see that? And Sugar is in trouble. Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Shot from the gods, they say. 1, 2, 3, 4. You still want that?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Good counter punching. Beautiful counter shot. You need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornerman now is down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Ring Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A perfect counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? That punch is beginning to take its toll. Straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
God, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Just missed with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Can't find a home with that jab. Punch, counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punch. Swing and a miss with that hook. Throws the up. Whoa, wait a minute! Sugar Ray's in trouble! Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Well done with that counter shot. How about that time counter shot? He threw a punch and just got countered. No rest for the weary. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. Talking about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Catch and shoot. There's a counter shot. A straight right just misses. Nice counter. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both men step back for just a moment. That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Shot. You know, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat it.
Whoa, Johnny! Sugar Ray Leonard days! I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That counter punch caught him clean. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Talk about Alvarez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of defense here at all. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this! And Sugar is in trouble! Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Good punch. Nice counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. And the referee's going to allow them to fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Alvarez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? He threw a punch and just got countered. Well done with that counter shot. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
A shot for... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Empathy, are you okay?
Hold that thought. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Leonard took a big shot and down he goes. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, you got away with it, you can do it again.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
Corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Sugar Ray is rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense is everything because they got shot once and no...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And Sugar Ray is rocked. Survived that.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely done. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Tell you what, Alvarez in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on it. Here we go in the 6th round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know they're fighting. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
Punch, counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about counter. This is about want.
Tried to score with a jab. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come to me.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
They exchange punches. They block that jab. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Holding nothing back here in the round. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down.
There's the bell for round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
There's a counter shot. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Jab slightly off target. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Stamina is off the charts. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fight has a real good flow to it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. How about Alvarez in that last round? They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
And there's the bell for round 8. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They block the hook. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
Victory all in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Trained through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, worked till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please, don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let them go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free, set it free, set it free. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. Do it for my mama, do it for my father. It's a family affair, my whole family in here. I do it for the block, do it for the soldiers, do it for the sport, do it for the culture. And I'm undisputed, yeah, I'm undisputed. Do it for my father, do it for my mother. It's a family affair, my whole family in here. I did it for the past, I did it for the future, I did it for us all. That's why I'm undisputed. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound.
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. War with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack, boy, so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't want to hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way.
As expected, not a ticket left, ladies and gentlemen. We are sold out at the Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world titles in 5. So, this bout, we welcome you to this. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Throws the jab and doesn't score. Good counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
The perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Good counter punching. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Catch and shoot. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. And Sugar is in trouble. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
And he scores with the counter. Neither fighter willing to slow down. There's a counter shot. Missing with the left hook. The exchange punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Get this boxing back together.
And there's the bell for round 2. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Tried to score with a jab. Well done with that counter shot. Just missing with the right uppercut. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
How about that time counter shot? Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter shot. Punch, counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter punch. Straight right just misses. Nice counter. Beautiful counter shot. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Leonard in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Now This is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just misses right uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there, toe-to-toe with them, and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
Every second.
Back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. And Sugar is in trouble. Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your blood.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Nice counter shot. They miss with the jab. Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter punch. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now...
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. To the relief of the fans here, this fight will continue. Final Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knock. There's the bell to start round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out?
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here?
Are you all right? Are you okay?
So this fight will continue. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of defense here at all. Good counter punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. These punches coming from every angle. Sugar Ray is rocked. Somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. No, we don't see a knockdown. Hold it right there. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. There's the bell to start round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to put you off.
Straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter punch caught him clean. There's a counter shot. And he misses with the left uppercut. Punch, counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
How about that time counter shot? A lot of effort being exerted here. Hook misses. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice counter shot. Insane action. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punching. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fight. And there's the bell to start round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Holding nothing back here in the round. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Hard. Look back in history. Sugar Ray landed against Roberto Duran.
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull him down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points until the last 10 seconds. But he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Lights out! It's over! This fight is done! I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.